as soon as you point out the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, you got to take a shot at the iPhone. Hey guys, I'm Rich from NeoWin. Today we're unboxing the HP Spectre x360. This is the second generation model. The first one came out last year, obviously. It's not the HP Spectre, what was it, the 13? That was the supposed to be the thinnest laptop ever. I'm really not sure if it still is, but it beat Apple's MacBook. But this is the x360. So this is the first generation model, was described as the closest Microsoft is ever going to come to actually making a laptop. Because remember, at the time, the newest Surface was the Surface Pro 3. So no one ever thought that Microsoft would make a laptop. So Microsoft partnered with HP on the first x360. And they came up with that. So you can see that we have the new HP branding here. You can see that we have this branding here on the Elite X3. Sorry, it's a little confusing with all the HP names. The Elite X3, the Spectre X360, the Spectre 13. They always have similar names. So here we have the laptop. You can see how thin it is. It is thinner than last year's model. It charges through USB-C, which we have right here. We have two Thunderbolt 3 ports. Okay, and then we have one USB Type A port for legacy stuff, 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, so it does beat the iPhone. The way I figure it, whenever you're unboxing something, as soon as you look at the headphone jack, you got to take a cheap shot at the iPhone. That's just how it is, right? I mean, come on, that's what we do now. So we got some setup instructions here. I'm sure we all know how to set up a Windows PC, but then again, I say that every time, and then you end up having to go back to them. Well, sometimes. All right, chargers and stuff. This comes with a 45-watt USB-C charger. You can see the USB-C port plug there. Nice long charger. 45 watt. They also sell a 60-watt charger, but that does not come in the box. I asked about this, why they gave us the 45-watt. They said that most models are going to come with the 45-watt charger. It's going to be sold in Best Buy and on HP.com. The impression that I got, now don't quote me on this because I'm still trying to figure out for sure. The impression that I got was that the model from Best Buy will come with the 45-watt charger, but if you order it from HP.com, it will come with the 60-watt charger. Now, the 45-watt charger gets you 90% battery in 90 minutes. All right. Also, speaking about the Thunderbolt 3 ports, I asked them about this as well, because a Thunderbolt 3 port should be able to power two 4K monitors or one 5K monitor at any time. All right, that's why Apple made a big deal of saying that their new MacBook Pro can power four 4K monitors. So being that this has two Thunderbolt 3 ports, I asked if this is the case here as well. Can I use this to power two 5K monitors or four 4K monitors? I'm still waiting back to hear a definitive answer on that as well, because while the ports certainly could handle it, I'm not sure that the Intel GPU that's inside can handle it. So you can see we have speakers on the bottom here. So obviously you're wondering why you would have speakers on the bottom. You have speaker, ooh, nice little lint-free thing. You have speakers here as well. That's the reason for that is because it is a convertible device. So if you have it back this way, your speaker is still coming out here, or in tent mode. You know, you have different positions that you can put it in. So 4 speakers total. You really should only be using 2 of them, or maybe it uses all 4 at once, but they're strategically set up like that. You can see the speaker design. I wonder where the speaker designs come from, because remember on the Elite X3, you can see that there doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to the grid of speaker holes there, and there doesn't seem to be for this either. You can see it's just completely different. I thought maybe there was some kind of, I mean, I'm no speaker expert, so I really couldn't say. So yeah, it does charge through USB-C, and you could use it for data out. Okay, so this booted right up. It's not asking me to sign into a Microsoft account, but whatever. So you can see the bezels over here are super thin, 5.45 millimeters, compared to the Dell XPS 13's 5.2 millimeters. They said it's about 3 hair widths bigger. So it's really not much. This has a much bigger top bezel. And if we zoom in a little bit, we'll see why. Okay, so you can see up here that we have the camera up here. We have microphones up here. So they put a lot of stuff. There's, sorry, it's either a facial recognition scanner or an iris scanner. I can't tell you for sure, but it's one of those things for Windows Hello. So they put all that stuff up there, and that's why you have a larger bezel on the top. The sides are meant to be edge-to-edge displays. You can see that we have a pretty large bezel on the bottom. Overall, it's a really nice laptop. Well, it's a nice Ultrabook, I should say, because super thin, super light. It's not the ultra portable kind of light that you get from the super thin Spectre or the new MacBook or anything like that. But yeah, it's beautiful. This one, I believe it has a 1080p display. But to be honest, it looks a lot nicer than 1080p. So I mean, the box said full HD, but that's what that means. But yeah, it looks beautiful. I reviewed the HP Pavilion X360. That had a 1080p display, and to be honest, that did not look nearly as nice as this does. This is touchscreen. I know that they do sell the Spectre X360 in full HD and quad HD. That's 1080p and 1440p. This one should be the 1080p model, but it looks great. So that's about it. We'll have a review in a few weeks. I've got a lot of reviews coming up. I got the HP Elite X3. Still waiting on the lap dock for that. The LG V20 Alcatel Idol 4S with Windows 10. Both of Lenovo's Yoga books, the Android version and the Windows version. So there's a lot of cool stuff coming up on NeoWin. So make sure you check back. I'm Rich from NeoWin. Have a great night.